Good evening, everybody. Mona here again. Well, I hope you had a great day. For us, it is now 7:40 in the evening on Thursday, 17th of June, 2021, and we finalized our full day session about regulation, technology, and transforming industries with AI. And I promise you, I'm not going to make it a very long speech because I know everybody here and probably in the rest of the world, if you're still watching, will be very tired because we learned a lot. And actually, I mean, we've been busy with this event for quite a few months to put the agenda together, to put the topics together, to make it really relevant for what we try to do as RegPac Revolution in the sense of advocate, educate, and accelerate how you can use technology, and in this case, AI, in the regulatory space to manage your risk, to reduce costs, and of course, to boost revenue for your businesses. So I hope that like me, you actually learned quite a bit as well. I just want to quickly highlight a few points that I've heard during the day. Especially because in the beginning we had a little bit of technical issues because we are also using a new platform, which is a great platform in the sense of, networking and for partners to put up their booth. But it's also a very young platform, and I unfortunately with tech there are always some kind of hiccups as well. But that also makes it very interesting, and you need to take some risks sometimes. So we started this morning pretty much with more the governance around AI and around regulatory frameworks and different business models. And we had actually literally people from around the globe participating in the sense of from Washington, from the UK, from Canada, from, of course, Australia, of course, from Singapore. So, I mean, it was really a huge kind of interesting insights from different areas in the world, but also pretty much some things are very similar. I mean, what I've heard, for instance, is, we are all talking about how AI can actually evolve and improve in certain ways. And we all talked about as well that AI is not new, right? I mean, it started in the 50s and it took actually more than 70 years to become this popular. We also all talked about the fact that maybe AI, we are a little bit afraid of AI. Maybe AI will take our jobs away, or maybe AI will be world dominant. And we don't know how to deal with that because they take over the humanity. We talked about all those things. But on the other hand, we're also agreeing that AI can help with a lot of stuff. Maybe it doesn't have feelings yet. Maybe also not in the near future, because we are still in the stage of narrow AI. That means that the machine still needs to have a lot of data and quality data, not rubbish in, because then it will be rubbish out, but definitely quality data and a lot of data to actually be able to a little bit mimic the human being with all the controls that we can actually have in place in our mindset, and also from a risk management perspective, because at the end of the day, we are in the regulatory space. I think one of the interesting things was also around responsible AI, and then, the regulation around, or actually the guidelines around it. I mean, there are quite a few sessions where professionals talked about the guidelines from the European Union that are pretty much similar to GDPR. These are guidelines, but of course everybody is looking at that. Singapore also said, we're chipping in there as well. We're trying to come up with that as well. But another thing was, we need to collaborate with the whole ecosystem, not only from a regional or a local or a country perspective, but cross-border perspective as well. Well, there I see a couple of differences, right? Because, for instance, EU already came up with some kind of guidelines. The US is coming up with something as well. And then Singapore says they come up with something as well. And we are not totally aligned. We maybe think in the same lines about the ethics and responsibility, but we are not on the same page. And the question is a little bit, if we really want to make it globalized and really want to make sure that we responsibly use AI and also, get all the benefits that we would like to get out of it, then of course we need to be on that level as well. That is one of the reasons why we actually wanted to have this discussion with the public sector as well as the private sector. And I think we definitely did succeed in doing that today. And I think it was a great deep dive and good food for thought for a lot of people. And Koen, the last session, thank you very much for moderating that as well, because although you have moderating a lot of sessions and you were already okay to help out during the day once you started in the afternoon, I think you did a fabulous job by just chopping in and do your thing. We are super proud of that. Besides that, because like I said, I'm not going to make it long, I want to really, really thank the team. I think we had more than 200 sign-ups. I don't know exactly how many people were there in every session, but people were listening, people were networking, and there is quite a bit of work on the back end. And Dila did a great job in London, and Vani and Gurmit and Shivan did also a very great job here in Singapore. And I'm so proud that we could do this today with you guys. And then at the end of the day, I really would like to thank all the speakers from all around the world, because we had almost everybody participating from the industry. And I always say these kind of events are really more from a passion perspective and not so much from a money perspective. Maybe that's not a good thing, but anyway. So we had literally, participation from the industry and for the industry. And I think that is a very important kind of thing to have. And that's why I'm very proud that we could do that today. I'm finished now. Thank you very much. Wherever you are in the world, have a great day, great evening, great afternoon. And then let's meet up sometimes again in person again as well. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye.